right.
All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for being here for the pre-match press conference for the United States against Jamaica, the second leg at Energizer Park, formerly known as City Park in St. Louis, Missouri. We're joined by the head coach of Jamaica senior men's national team, Mr. Steve McLaren, and also reggae boy Leon Bailey. Before we open the floor for questions, not only physically, but virtually as well, Coach, just want to go through some opening remarks and some updates to the squad that has traveled to St. Louis.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, just to update you on obviously the squad. At present, we are missing Ethan Pinnock, who didn't recover from an injury he picked up just before the camp. Mikhail, Antonio, and Kaheem Dixon. Both of them lost passports, and it was too late to get new ones and to get visas to come over here. So they are missing. Bobby Reed, obviously, he's injured. And Mason Holgate, who got sent off on Thursday, is suspended. So in we bring Ravel Morrison, who obviously everybody knows, and Corey Bennett from Las Vegas Lights. So they're the additions, and we look forward to the game tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Coach. Before we open for questions, Leon, as you know, your debut for Jamaica was against Honduras at the National Stadium in 2019. That was some 18,000 people that day. We played to an attendance above 20,000 against the United States 2 days ago. What was that like, seeing that great support at the office recently?
First of all, good morning, everyone. Personally, for me, it felt great being back, on open soil after being away for so long with the national team, and to see the attendance in the stadium reminded me of my debut, as he said. It was a special moment. I'll always remember that moment forever. But, I'm just sorry that we couldn't give them the win that we wanted to the last game. But, the attendance, I think it was so important for the players to feel reconnected, and the fans to feel reconnected with us as well. And it's a good thing for us moving forward. And I think if we can continue doing this, and for us, it's gonna help us a lot. And definitely we're gonna try to get the results that we need to keep the connection and the bond going. So yeah, definitely was a good feeling, and I hope to see lots more of that in the national stadium. And yeah, we're gonna try to get the results for the fans.
Thanks, Leon. Before we take questions from persons on Zoom, we have someone physically here with us from the United States. You may proceed. Please state your name and organization.
Hi, Tom Timmerman from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
Yeah.
Obviously, you need a win. What's the, it's obvious, I guess, what the approach is, but how do you approach tomorrow's game needing to get a win?
To win. I thought we were unfortunate to come away with a defeat, albeit just one goal. But we're disappointed with the result on Thursday. We felt we did enough to at least draw the game. But we didn't in the end, but we're still in the tie. And away from home, we've been in good form recently. This will be a completely different game altogether. We know that. USA on home soil is a totally different team. Leon knows that better than I do. So we expect another very, very difficult, hard game. But we come here with, optimism, belief. And the first goal in this game is going to be very important, albeit we need to win. So we know what our goal is. We need to score 2 goals or more and win the game.
Leon, it looked like the field in Kingston was a bit of a challenge. When you see the field out here, is that going to make things easier with a faster field, it looks like?
I would never say make things easier, but definitely I hope that it can, enhance the way we want to execute, our way of playing. And, we played a lot of times in the US, and it's always, I think, a challenge. And it's never going to be easy, and we know that, but we just have to, be prepared, and we will be.
Any follow-up questions? No? Thank you very much. We can take some virtually now on Zoom. Siobhan Peart, you can unmute. Go ahead. All right. In the meantime, we can go to Issa
Yeah,
Allen.
Simon, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, my apologies. Thanks for having me. Siobhan Peart here from MG Sports and the Reggae Boys community. Leon, I know we are in a similar situation that we were in last year. I know that the last match at National Stadium, it didn't go as planned as what we would have wanted. But seeing that it's basically a repeat of last time, do you think that we have the resources to actually complete the task this time as well?
Definitely. You know, it's a process. Everything is a process. And I believe that you just have to keep believing in the process. And if you don't, then it doesn't make sense. And not because you lose one game, you make that define everything else that's been happening. So I believe that, just have to keep believing and, showing up and believing in the process. So I don't think it's a repeat of what happened last year. I just think that we're just unfortunate on that day, but we'll bounce back and when we'll get results in the future.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Siobhan. Now we can go to Dre. Dre, you can unmute.
Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, Leon. So, Coach, what do you think is the biggest challenge and how do you see the inclusion of Ravel Morrison overcoming these challenges versus the United States?
I'm always looking out for good players and players who can make a difference, handle the ball, big game players. And Ravel has always been one of them. I worked with him for 2 years at Derby County, and I got to know him well. I like him. He's got a great personality and a big talent, unbelievable talent. He wasn't picked before because he wasn't playing. All of a sudden, he gets a club in Dubai and he's playing very well. From my reports over there, scoring goals, assisting. And I think this is a perfect game and a perfect opportunity for Ravel to come into the squad. This is a big game. And whether he starts or whether he comes on, he's one of them players who can win a game of football, a little like Leon, and we've got plenty of them in the squad. So to have Ravel there to start or come off the bench is a big plus. When we need a goal, we need creativity. And also, I'm looking forward to seeing him playing, and I think it's a big opportunity for him as well to come in and show what he can do.
All right, Dre, thank you very much. Matthew McAnuff, go ahead.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, Leon.
Morning.
Firstly, Coach, Anthony Robinson, he played a quite unique role in the first leg, and he almost at times in the first half was playing as a 10 in that left half space, and it seemed to cause a lot of problems down the right side. But you switched to a back four in the second half, and it seemed as if it really helped our attacking threat and limited USA's chances. What would you specifically attribute to that performance in the second half, and what would you take away for the second leg?
Yeah, you're absolutely. Look, USA are a good team, got good players, and they're playing with a new system under Pochettino. And we reviewed the game and we've looked at the chances, the opportunities we created, and strangely in the first half we had more opportunities, better situations. And when you look at the XG, it was higher in the first half than it was in the second. I think we created, especially in that midfield, with Robinson going in, they outnumbered in that area. And that caused the game to be a bit, I call gun and run, like a basketball game, end to end. We created opportunities, but also we were a little too open. And once we conceded after 5 minutes, we were always nervous about the second goal. But still, I was pleased with the first half. The chances we created, opportunities we did, the way we played. But second half, I just felt we needed an extra man in midfield. We put that in. And we got more control in the game without really being that threatening, but enough threatening that really we should have got something from the game.
Matthew, one more.
And thank you, Coach. And also, Leon, first time back in the camp, and it's a different system than the last manager. And specifically in the second half, you found a lot of joy tucking inside and finding space to drive at the defense. Was that a matter of instructions, or was that a matter of raw talent just trying to make something happen for the team in the second half?
I think it's just, the instruction from the coach, and I think he wants me to play a little bit different, and I understand what he's trying to do, and I'm just taking on the role and trying to execute as best as possible, and that's what it is.
All right, thank you, Matthew. Livingston, Scott.
Yes, coach. Yes, and
Livy, you still there?
Uh,
The audio.
our home farm continued. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello, you
Go
hear me,
ahead.
Simon?
That's better. Go ahead.
Yes, yes, I was saying our away farm continue at home, where we haven't been doing that well. I think it's one win in our last 6 games. But contrary to that, our away farm has been incredible. I think it's 6 wins, 1 draw in our last 7. How much motivation you take from that coach going into this encounter, when you look at it from that perspective?
Sorry, if I'm clear, you mean our away form has been very good over the last 7 games?
Yes, it has been.
Okay, yeah. I think I said to the team, we go here with belief is so important. The process, tactics, everything. But if you don't believe you can win, don't bother turning up. So we have to believe. That's the first thing. We have to have the confidence to do that. And it doesn't matter if we concede a goal, because we know that we need to score 2. So we have to be ambitious, and creative. We've done that in away games. We've been solid. We've defended well. And on transitions, been very good. That's why we won in Nicaragua and we won in Honduras. And when I reflect on the game a year ago, when 2-1 down against Canada and go to Canada and win 3-2, there's resilience in this team. There's resilience in this squad. That becomes more apparent, and you see that more in away games. And that's what I've seen in the 2 away games that we've had. I want to see that tomorrow. The resilience, hard to beat, the work rate. When you see, I watched Honduras, Mexico. Wow, game of real intensity, real aggression. And that's what we have to be. We have to learn and do that. That's what we've been doing away from home. We have to do it here tomorrow. Most definitely. We have to start very well. We have to be on the front foot. And we have players in our squad that can win games. And so if we do our job defensively, we expect our match winners to win the game for us.
Leon, any thoughts on the away farm and why we have done so well on the road, and what you take from it, and as you look forward to try to turn the result tomorrow?
Not much to say on it, but we just have to say, the farm been great, and let's try to keep improving on it, working on it, and getting even better. We know tomorrow is gonna be a tough game, and since we've been in good form away, hopefully we can use that as confidence and try to get the win tomorrow.
Thank you, Livy. Mr. Allen, go ahead, unmute.
Hi, thank you, Simon. Hi, Coach. Hi, Leon. It's Alan here.
Hi.
Hi.
Coach, the way the team set up in the home game against the United States, having 6 defenders on the field. I know you said that in the first half you were trying to match the United States, but it didn't seem like something that it's a trait or personality of Steve McLaren. More in the second half, we saw what you normally speak about, having balance, having ball handlers on the field. Will we be able to see more of that coming in the game on Monday?
Look, we've had 3 camps. There's our 6th game. I want to see different players. I want to try different things, try different systems. So the process is towards the goal of World Cup 26, of qualifying for that. So in between, we want to win games, but I must be able to experiment, to look at different players. I think we've done that. We've changed the squad at every camp, and also the way that we've played. were always the same principles, no matter what system. And it's not about systems or anything. It's just about the process, about the players executing a plan and being adaptable. And I think we talked about that the very first meeting we had with the players. This camp, we wanted to be adaptable because we know that the USA, all the other teams we've played, they've played basic systems, but the USA, they play, quite a good system, unique, modern system in terms of width with the wing backs, box in midfield, build up with three at the back, and try to dominate them central areas. So we might try to nullify that. And although the game was very open in the first half, I was pleased with the way we had freedom for Shamar and Leon and Damari. When we won the ball, we broke, we created opportunities. We should score a penalty. And yeah, it just felt a bit open in the first half. It's great to try that. In the second half, we wanted to fill the midfield. We did that, got more control in the game. But I'm not afraid to also use that system again, because when you look at the chances created or opportunities, there was more in the first half than there was the second. So we will see tomorrow. And it's the principles that count. We have to defend, work, be hard to beat. And then we have to be creative, be good on the ball, be able to deal with the ball and create chances and take them.
Thank you, Mr. Alan. Dre, you can take the last question this morning. Go ahead.
Good afternoon again, Coach. Dre, Anyweather Sports here. So, Coach, can you give us a quick update on Mikhail, Antonio, Ethan, Pinnock, if they're available for this game?
Dre, welcome. No, I think I'll repeat what I said in the beginning. We're missing Ethan through injury, Mikhail, Kaheem through logistics, basically passport, visa issues, Bobby Reid, who's injured, and Mason Holgate, who's suspended.
All right. Thank you very much, Dre. Thank you very much, members of the media, physically and virtually. Thank you, Leon. Thank you very much, Coach. And as we know, kickoff tomorrow will be 7 p.m. local time, 8 p.m. Jamaica time. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.